And hello you, and we are live from the balcony of the Gig Hotel in Patong, Phuket, Thailand. Greetings. Now I'm on my balcony and it's a little bit of a wind trap, so apologies if you get some gusts of wind noise. It's a massive balcony, by the way. Let me show you. So let me, if I turn you round. This is one bit of the balcony. That's another hotel there. And if I turn you around here, I've got another bit. It's a wraparound balcony. And there is the background for today. It is the hills of Phuket. Good evening, Gareth Gascoigne. Nice to have you along. Let me plonk my tripod down here and see if we can get ourselves settled in. There we go. I might be a little bit wonky, but that should do. Good evening, Capio78. Nice to see you on stream again. I'm joined with my special guest. This is Smiley's Gecko. I am going to Pattaya tomorrow. So Smiley, who I believe is in Laos at the moment, but even if she's not there, I'll give it to Mew so she can get her little gecko, which I bought all the way from the United Kingdom. So I did say on my last stream that this one will be going live about 2 hours later than it is doing. The reason being, I'm going to see and vlog a Muay Thai show tonight, and the pickup is 7:30. So we will be unavailable to do the stream at the time I said I was going to do it. So we're a little bit earlier, but hey ho, that's the best I can do. I will answer any questions you got. Hopefully I'll be on this stream for about an hour. Do let me know if you're getting a wind noise. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, but we will try and position it. I've tried to position myself in a little hidey hole here. Kenneth Tottenham Hotspur, I'm enjoying myself. Didn't enjoy the Stoke result last night though. Randall, hello to you. Capio says I look better than he usually does in Patong. That place is a car crash for me. I always wake up having spent so much and feeling ripped off. Yeah, Patong is really expensive. But later on in the stream, or whenever you want really, I will tell you about what I think is the best Agogo I've don't you dare. I did do a speed test, so it shouldn't be cutting off. I'm trying to broadcast this in full HD, but we just got disconnected briefly there, so apologies for that. The speed test says it's 25 megabits upstream, so there's no real reason why it should cut off. Randall, give us a couple of reasons to visit Phuket instead of Pattaya. Hello, Webby. Okay, Randall, right, a couple of reasons. Hi, Luke. To visit Phuket instead of Pattaya. One, the beach. You can swim in the sea for a start, and two, it's less smelly. There's less of a drain smell in Phuket. It's generally just slightly, cleaner, really. But there's a lot of similarities between Patong and Pattaya, but Patong is quite a bit more expensive in general. Although when we get onto the Go-Go bar, it seemed to be the cheapest place to drink, pretty much, in most of Patong. 89 baht for a bottle of Chang. If you're on the spirits, you're knackered, you're spending your money. But 89 baht all night long for a bottle of Chang in Susie Wong's, of which there are many. Let me get caught up, and then we'll have a natter. Randall felt ripped off in Patong. Yeah, 8 years ago. It is expensive. Yeah, sorry about the interruptions. Hopefully it won't. Somebody's give me some money. Woohoo! Thank you very much. I will buy a beer at the boxing with that. Morning after Bill from the Netherlands. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about Brexit. I know it was Brexit Day yesterday for those Brits like myself, but we don't do politics on here. No drama, no politics, just good old-fashioned information. Yeah, Cappy, I'm not even trying the hotel Wi-Fi here. It's not a 5-star hotel, it's 4 here, but this is just on True Mobile. It should be okay. So let's cross our fingers to hope it won't cut off again. It does generally cut off more when I start moving the tripod around. So if I do give you a brief room tour, which I might do, because I am going to vlog on checkout day, which is tomorrow. So when I always do my vlogs and my hotel reviews, The reason I do that is so I can get a feel for the hotel. A lot of people do check in again. Cut off again, sorry, briefly. We'll keep trying. Rookie DIY, hi to you. Peter Marshall, hi to you from Bangkok. Nene, good morning, big boy. Good morning, Nene. Rich, besties, bestie, have you eaten all the cake? I have. I've left a little bit of the Swiss roll, just one of the 3 chunks. But I've just went to the 7-Eleven today, and I had a chocolate cake, a double chocolate cake, and then, because I am fat, I had a salted caramel cake, which is very nice. Cabio says Bangla Road is noisier than Walking Street. It's certainly at least as noisy. Must be. Cambo TV, I will have a chang for you. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, sir. It's less grubby than Walking Street, and it seems to be brighter and lighter. It's got the Jumbotron TVs and all that lot. But there is more. There's more discos rather than go-go's. And we were eating dinner at a pizza place on Bangla, and it was fine when the door was shut. But every time somebody came in, it was literally blasting our head off with loud music. So you're right, Bangla is loud. Lost, Kun Lost, see you in a few days. Yes, we'll have some beers at Seoul Beer Town at Tree Town. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. And if I don't see you before, say hi to Ning and Ning's Wings for me, please. Kun Ross. Ross has been on some of my vlogs previously as well, so we'll be looking forward to catching up with him, having some booze. Ed Jones, good morning, mate. Still hung home after drowning his sorrows last night from our shocking defeat. Yeah, Stoke lost 4-0 last night, and the less said about that, the better. I had an early one last night. I was going to watch it on my TV in the room, but all there was live German TV. So I didn't, and quite glad that I didn't watch it. LK Residence is very nice in Pattaya. Yes, Sanjay, it is. It's pretty good. It's showing its age a little bit now, but the room's really big in the LK Residence. Also, they have fair-sized balconies, and also you get a jacuzzi tub as well. On this channel, you can check out my reviews of the last trip, which include LK Residence, the new Holiday Inn, the one which had the fire, and also the Amber Hotel, which I'm going to tomorrow, but in a different room grade. The pool view room. Yeah, sorry, windsurf dropping out. I'm not sure what I can do about that. I'm going to persevere anyway. It doesn't seem to be dropping out for too long. We'll see. We'll try it. There's not a lot I can do about that. I do know if this stream does go tits up, I'm going to try and keep it going for an hour. Then I will do one. I'm going to try and do one from like every place I'm at. And I do know that the Wi-Fi is really strong at the Amber. So fingers crossed, if this one goes wrong, hopefully we'll get a decent stream going. What we got here? Oh, it's not only the price difference in Phuket, says Capio. Feels like everybody's trying to grab every baht too for his Krabi. I loved Krabi. Ao Nang, loved it, loved it, loved it. You're right, there wasn't too much hassle at all in Krabi. Cheaper than Phuket as well. And Railay Beach, I will do a vlog. I've done the filming for that. What a beautiful place. The most spectacular beach certainly that I've ever been to. Just amazing. So look out for that when I can be asked to actually edit some stuff, because I have been having a well-earned holiday, as I've said before, but I will get round to it, and then we'll start the vlogs every Tie-Day Friday. Hopefully this Friday, but if I don't, then it will be the following Friday, and I'll just replace it with a live stream. Derek Macaulay, good morning to you too. 14 days, you're in Thailand, can't wait. Excellent, hope you have a wonderful trip. Neil Carter, no place like Pattaya, right? Yeah, I like this. I've been enjoying the last 2 trips, including this one. I've really been enjoying the different parts that I've been to with Pattaya. So in previous, other than Pattaya, so previous trips, did Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai, liked Niman Hemin a lot. Didn't like the old city very much. Hua Hin I've been to a couple of times. That's good. A lot more laid back than Pattaya. Krabi, I adored. Absolutely loved Ao Nang and Railay, and just come from Koh Lanta, and that was an experience. Great beaches, not a lot to do at night. Everyone seemed stoned, as I said in my last stream in Koh Lanta, and the hotel there You walk out of the room, and then you get into your own pool. Brilliant, brilliant. So that's all going to be coming up on the channel. Mux Gooty, how's it going? What have you missed? You've missed me dropping out a bit, I'm afraid. DJ Webby, I have a few beers on you. I will do. Thank you very much, Webby. You're an absolute star. Webby's got a YouTube channel. You can check his out. Just click on his comment there. You can check out Webby. And he also did the legendary Big Fat Bestie intro, the 12-second intro, which I stick at the start of all my vlogs. And he's promised that he's going to do me one for Anywhere But Benidorm, but he hasn't yet. But no rush, mate, no rush. So yeah, check out Webby's channel. Jones likes Phuket, but prefers staying down the coast at Kamala, nicer beach. In his opinion, I've not been to Kamala. I went on my last trip to Caron. That's as far down that way as I got. Martin Johnson, hope there'll be a good cake on the 5th. That's up to Nick. Nick's in charge of getting the cake. I like cake, obviously. I need to watch out for soy dogs in Kamala. Often carrying a camera. Yeah, that'll be 20 seconds. Rob, who's doing a great job updating everybody on Kev in Thailand's situation. Just like to add my sympathies and my get well and thinking of you, Kev, and just hang in there if you can. I know it's going to be absolutely horrible, but all of us, or certainly I am certainly thinking of you a lot. And thank you, Rob, if you're watching as well. Thank you for all the updates as well. And for the people who've been messaging me about Kev, I know nothing more. I know nothing more than anybody else does. I'm afraid to say. So just rooting for him. Steve the Butcher, I hope you're having a great time, BFB, and birthday wishes to you. Thank you very much. Birthday party is on Wednesday. My actual birthday's on Thursday. So I'll probably be pretty hungover during the birthday party. Jay says, tuk-tuk to Freedom Beach. Great day out. If I get a chance tomorrow morning, checkout time is midday, and then pretty much we're going straight to the airport. I'm flying from Phuket to Utapao, Pattayaa's very own airport, on a propeller plane, which is good. A lot of people don't like turboprops, but it reminds me of my flying days when I used to fly a propeller plane. So I'm looking at reconnecting. I take your point on that. I do like the LK metro area, but each to their own, I guess. How long am I out in Thailand for? Luke, I got here last Wednesday, well, I flew last Wednesday, got here last Thursday, so today is Saturday, so I've been here 9 days or so, and I leave on the 19th, so I've got a fair whack to go. I'm not halfway through yet. Randall, thank you very much for your $2. Cheers. I have not seen your friend Chuck Wow. I don't know where he is. Is he still in Thailand? Is he in Phuket? I don't know. So no. Not bumped into any vloggers so far. Bumped into a subscriber in Susie Wong's a go-go the other night. That was good to see. Anne says I've got a bit of colour. No, it hasn't rained, or it hasn't rained at all. I got a notification yesterday at 7 o'clock, saying rain expected in the Patong area at 7 o'clock, and it didn't rain. So, no, the weather's been absolutely beautiful. So that's all good. Hopefully the colour will continue sunbathing. The pool here at the gig, don't want to really spoil it too much because I will be doing a review, but it's a saltwater pool, infinity pool on the top. And the gig is one of the tallest buildings, not by no means the tallest, but it's a fairly tall one, being 8 stories up. And yes, saltwater infinity pool. First saltwater pool of the trip, that one. Jones, have I been tempted to go up to Khao Sok? Looks amazing and still fairly undiscovered spot. I haven't. I don't know anything about it, so I will check that out. Just a couple of hours up the road from Phuket. It's Pattaya tomorrow, so I won't have time to do that, I'm afraid. Thank you for your thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Once again, sorry for the dropouts. Sanjay is already watching my video. Ah, good. LK Residence review. and you're booking it. Excellent. We'll have a great time. Great location, LK Residence, directly opposite your front door of your hotel. You've got the Soy Diana open air beer bar complex, which is great fun. Just to watch the world go by. You play the jackpot game with the girls. And then obviously just down Soy Diana, one way you've got a second row so you can get on the back buses, and the other way you've got LK Meeting, reconnecting. Good morning Till It Hurts, and good morning Gareth Gascoigne, who says save the editing and vlogs for when you get back, enjoy your time. Yeah, well, when Bestie's Bestie leaves, so he's leaving after the 5 days at the Amber, so then I've got 3 days in just a cheapo apartment block with no pool. So I plan on doing all the editing from the stuff I've filmed so far, which isn't enough, but all that editing I plan on doing then in that 3-day session. So that'll hopefully be about 6 or 7 videos editing until I actually get back to the UK. Well, that's the plan. David's in Carron right now. Scorcher day, isn't it? Isn't it just? It's been a beautiful hot day, but a bit breezy, which is good because it's took the edge off of it. For some reason, this hotel, because it's quite close to the hills behind me, is a bit of a wind trap, which is very welcome. Lee J, I'm very well, thank you. Ed Jones, shocking news about Kev Soko. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Roger Flux, morning bestie or afternoon, probably about 5:17, I'm thinking. 11 dogs sleep with great work. I will try to do that, Roger Flux. Thank you very much. Right, here's the first corona question. Wygoon says, hello, how about coronavirus situation there? Well, yesterday it was in the news that they were testing another 10 people here in the Phuket region. There are still quite a few Chinese around here, less so than normal. So I'm staying just up from Bangla Road itself, literally just 50 metres a walk up Sansabai. Soy Sansabai is what this hotel is on. And Bangla's really busy, really busy. Sansabai is pretty busy too. But walking around the rest of Phuket, it doesn't seem so busy at all. A lot of the time, Beach Road is absolutely heaving with people, and we're getting shouted at a lot by every single taxi driver and even ice cream seller. So I think tourism is down, but Bangla Road itself is still really busy. Maybe I'll film a bit of that tonight. We're reconnecting again. Ant flew the ATR 72 from Samui to Bangkok, no problem. I'm not expecting any problems. I'm looking forward to it. Great deal as well. Bangkok Airways. It was about £35. It was 1,330 baht. 1,330 baht. One-way flight from Phuket to Utapao, including a 20-kilo bag and including a meal on the plane. It's a 1 hour and 40-minute flight, and includes we've already assigned our seats as well, so thrilled with that. 1,330 baht each. Peter S. ATR, it is an ATR, well done, yeah. And he's a rotary wing jockey, excellent. Enjoy those choppers. Cabin says it's amazing when you fly into Utapao. I'm looking forward to that a lot, because it's the first time I've flown into that airport. How beautiful the coast is. Pattaya must have been stunning before it was so busy. Oh, can't wait for that then. Full of lols, am I concerned about the coronavirus in Thailand? Yeah, of course I'm concerned, but it's in the UK now as well, so and the US, and it's to be concerned about everywhere. I know Thailand's got more cases than I think anywhere outside of China. Oh, hello. What's going on with that? I think the sun's going down. Sorry, I look like half David Banner, half the Incredible Hulk. Nothing I can do about that. So yeah, I'm concerned about it, but there's nothing I can do. I'm not going to let it spoil my holiday. If I get it, I get it. I'm 45 years old, so I do think most of the concerns will be infants and elderly. So I'm, despite the grey hair, I'm neither of those yet. David Adams, turboprops are like drags at takeoff. Yeah, they're loud and they do stick you back in your seat. So yeah, absolutely can't wait. Robin, my radio DJ friend, how are you, sir? Let's find out something with an interview. Yeah, when you have time. Greetings from Denmark. Hello there, Robin. Thank you for coming on the stream. And yeah, 68 of us on the stream now, which is pretty good. Love to do an interview with you. I will once I've got the flight out of the way. Tomorrow I will be in Pattaya for about 2 weeks. So plenty of time. I will be hotel and apartment hopping. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do this. It's gone off. Fuck me, it's gone off again. I will have left by the 3rd of March, Kenneth. Yeah, 19th of February I leave, I'm afraid. So sorry about that. We won't be able to meet up in Pandora Bar again. Martin Bell's just joined the stream from Ao Nang. Loved Ao Nang. Is the birthday bash still on next Wednesday in Pattaya? You bet it is. Hacienda Bar. We will be having some drinks, having some cake. It should be good. Feel free, anybody, if you're in Pattaya, pop in, say hi. You can say hi to me, and obviously Nick from NDTVI is going to be there. I think a few more vloggers are going to coming down. I know Niall and Thailand, he's coming down for the night, and it's the more the merrier. We're hoping for a cracking night. Dave the Rave, glad you sniped your night, survived my night on the piss. I did. Do you know, I've not been. I've been Mao twice, I think, on this, twice or 3 times on this trip, but I've not been Mao Mac Mac yet. That will definitely happen on the birthday bash, I think. So yeah, not been too bad hangover wise. I will make sure I have some Changs in your honour, or maybe Changs, I don't know, maybe some Tiger. We'll see what beer I fancy today. Hey, I'll tell you what though, in one of the Go-Go's, which was called Harem or Harim, on Soy Sea Dragon, they had Havana 7. I was thrilled. I've got to say, by the way, I'm repping the Sauber Formula 1 team. Love the underdog. I'll get caught up on the questions, and I'll show you briefly around. How's the talent level in the Go-Go's? Mixed, Randall. Very, very mixed. So a lot of the Go-Go's, so if you've not been, Soy Sea Dragon in the middle of Bangla Road is a soy with beer bars in the middle of it. So I guess it looks a little bit like Soy New Plaza in Pattaya. So it's got beer bars all the way through the middle of it, and then on both sides of it, it's Go-Go's. And a lot of them are owned by the Susie Wong group, the same people. And by far the best, if you're entering Soy Sea Dragon, go right to the end on the right-hand side. That is Susie Wong's Reconnecting. Okay, that's got the 89 baht Changs as well. So if you're quite happy to sit and drink beer all night, it's not very expensive. The girls are pushy, but they are ridiculously beautiful. But beware, get this. 2,000 baht bar fine. 2,000. Yeah. So a little bit out of the big fat budget, that one. Graham Summers, who do I book my internal flights with? This time my internals were with Vietjet, was the one from Bangkok down to Krabi, and then Bangkok Airways, the one I'm taking tomorrow. Just use Skyscanner. Skyscanner from whatever destination to your destination. I use the use your best price around a set amount of days, and I actually booked our hotels around our flights this time round. It just worked out really, really well. Simon Bridges, hi from Pattaya. Hello from Phuket. John McDonald, hi from Australia. Hello from Phuket. What's my favourite Thai dish to eat? I really like Pad Krapao Moo, which is minced pork with holy basil. It's pretty spicy, so that's good. Love the noodle soups, and my favourite curry is Massaman curry. Those are 3 dishes which I particularly like. And also, as a filler, I know this is boring, but khao pat, fried rice, and then you can add whatever you want to stick in it. You know, they normally can stick in pork or beef or chicken or shrimps or vegetables, however you want it. Khao pad. A boring dish, but filling and dead easy. And you don't have to wait very long for it either. Down to 66. Sorry about the cut-offs, guys. Stick with me if you can. Thai baht is nearly at 41. It is at 41, I believe, today. Last night, when I checked, coming back from the night out, it was at 40.85. That was last night. In the booth, what you see is what you get here in Phuket, which rhymes. Connecting. Today's rates, as far as I can remember them, Australian dollar 20.7, the US dollar 31.17, I think, that's the US dollar. Pound was 40.95, the last I saw. Euro 34.3. There you go. Apologies if I've got that wrong, but I checked just before this stream. So those were the rates today, the 1st of February 2020. Do you know tomorrow you can read the date backwards? 02/02/2020. It's like a palindrome. Read that backwards. It will be 02/02/2020. Think about that. Hi BFB, hope to hear some singing from you two in the Hacienda. That depends how mal I get. I will, if I do some singing, I probably will do some singing again at Orn and Pat Karaoke Bar. I do enjoy a good sing song. Hacienda, I don't know, I'll probably be too busy getting drunk and meeting people, I hope. Simon likes my tips for arriving in Thailand. Thank you very much. That's what they were supposed to be. They were supposed to be helpful, which is what this channel is all about. So again, if you've got any questions for me right now, I will gladly give you some dubious advice on them. What's the standard of living here in Phuket compared to Pattaya? Well, I've been to Pattaya a lot. So I've been coming to Pattaya for the last 19 years. This is only my second time in Phuket, so I can't really comment. Certainly the area I'm in, which is very central, very touristy, it's quite a lot more expensive. We had a curry last night. That was 299 baht just for the curry. We had breakfast today, just an English breakfast. That was 280 baht. I'm going to saddle that in with the room review, which I do with this. Breakfast was delicious, by the way. A place called the Yorkshire, a good old Yorkshire breakfast. But again, yeah, nothing is mega cheap. You can eat cheap street foods. There are, value places available here in Patong. But in general, yeah, and the cost of this hotel, I would say, is probably on a par with the Amber. So the Amber's going for just over 30 to 35 pounds. Yeah, it keeps cutting me off, doesn't it? This one was about 50 quid a night. So again, you can add on 30%, I'm guessing, Phuket, Patong compared to Pattaya. It's Thailand's mixed first time in Thailand. He's loving it. I'm glad. Someone got through immigration informants. So did we. I met a subscriber coming out on my EVA flight, and he tagged along, and we went down to the other immigration point, and everybody was ploughing into the first one. We carried on going. We got through in 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes. And the best thing was our baggage belt was a baggage belt right next door, baggage belt 17, which is exactly where the SIM card booths are. So that worked out really, really, really well. Tiger is much better. Yeah, Dan says I got 39.6, and that was 8 days ago, and now obviously it's 41 to the pound. So not necessarily great for me, but I needed to change some Thai baht up. Maybe I'll need to change some more up, so it might be not a dead loss. Suswon 2 is the best that Alan's been to. Suswon 2, that's the one which is like kind of like a load of rocks, isn't it, on the outside and inside? It looks kind of like you're on the moon. I like the one right at the very end. It's just jaw-droppingly good. And rock music played in there as well, which I like a lot. I think dancers and rock music go well together. Good morning, English Bob. Did they screen me, for the coronavirus coming into Thailand? No, they did not. I think I was in just before it all started massively kicking off. But no, it was same as usual. Stick to Tiger, avoid Corona. I do like a Tiger. Crazy bar fight. I'm definitely for the tour. It is a crazy bar fight. Yeah, Paul Thomas. Thanks for that. 41.22 says cab driver. Wow, it's rocketing up, isn't it? It seems to me that obviously the pound's rocketed up, as has the euro. The US dollar's improved a lot. The Aussie has improved a bit, but not quite as much as the other ones. I'm not sure of the reason for that. I don't know. Maybe some of my Australian subs can tell me that. Hey, dude, Ryan from Pattaya, 2 days and he goes home. Ooh, make the most of it. Make the most of it. Very, very busy on Bangla roads. Less busy around the rest of it. Ao Nang was pretty busy. Koh Lanta was not. There was a lot of places in Koh Lanta which literally had zero customers in it. Very chilled out. Let me try and get caught up on this and I'll show you a bit of the room. Would you say it's as busy as Bangkok getting pestered to buy stuff? Phuket, Patong is, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not hassle-free by any stretch. Ao Nang was fine. Koh Lanta was fine. But here, yeah, it's been pretty, yeah, a lot of hagglers. Simon Bridges, when am I in Pattaya? Tomorrow. I will be out and about from about 10 PM tomorrow. Yorkshire has a hotel 2 doors away. That's a 24-hour bar. There's quite a few 24-hour bars on Soi Sansabai. I notice a lot of them are open till crazy o'clock in the morning at least. I mean, if they're open till 5 in the morning, they're probably going to be open for 7, 8 for breakfast. So I'm guessing they're 24 hours. Peter S, first time in Phuket over Christmas. Looking forward to exploring Bangla. Normally goes from Pattaya to Hua Hin. Is the gig joiner friendly? Yes, it is. It is. It's the usual affair. They explained at check-in. One guest is free of charge. If you want a second guest, it's 1,000 baht. So yeah, it's joiner friendly for one joiner. It looks a bit hilly compared to Pattaya. Well, you've got Pratam Nak, haven't you, in Pattaya, and then obviously the other side, Jomtien. You've got Threprasit, Thrapaya, and yeah, Pratam Nak Hill. You've got massive hill in Pats. Simon says Tin Cup in Pattaya is great and very good value. Where you could smile a bit more. Really, it's very, very good value. I mean, the food's all right in Tin Cup. It's nothing special, but my goodness, it's cheap. It's just trying to get a table, isn't it, in there? It's always busy. I'm really looking forward to going to I've said before about my favourite Thai food being a Massaman curry, and my favourite one of those is at Bukau Bistro, which is across the road from Tin Cup. Great little place there. Oh, the sun's starting to set. Check this out. 35 minutes gone. Rand thinks there's most pestering Phuket. You could be right. Welsh John, I'm very well. No, Randall, not $2,000. 2,000 baht. How much again? You know, what goes on between negotiations between you and the bar finder of your choice is that is again, as the Thais say, up to you. But it won't be cheap. I'm sure of that. If I had 3 weeks holiday, Bestie, where would I stay in Thailand? Well, I do. I'm here on an almost 4-week trip. This one, my last one was so 3 weeks. If you've never been to Thailand before, Ian, I'm guessing. 2 nights Bangkok, 3 nights absolute maximum in Bangkok. Then I would probably, if you only got 3 weeks, I'd probably skip Hua Hin. I'd probably skip Chiang Mai. I'd do Krabi. Yeah, I'd probably go Krabi, and then get the ferry across here to Phuket. So probably I'd do maybe 5 nights in each of those. That's going to take you up to about just over a week to go, and then have your final week in Pattaya. That's what I'd do. If it's a first holiday, not very cultural, I'm afraid. But if you've got 3 weeks, if you wanted to go island hopping, you could do that. You could do Krabi to Lanta to Phi Phi, to Phuket. Or if you wanted to go to the other side, you could do Samui and do Koh Tao and Koh Phangan. I've not been to any of those three places, so I can't really comment on that. But you could do it that way. But if you wanted to, first time and just experience some different places, I would probably go Bangkok, which is very different to Krabi, which is very different to Phuket, and then Patong here in Phuket, and then probably finish off in Pattaya. That's just one way of doing it. Herman Pete, the beard has got too hot for beards out here. Just a little bit of grey stubble. Super Nuclear Fanta plus vodka is an orange Russian. I like that, Mr. Mon. Stop cutting me off in my prime. This is the, what is it really? The Super Bubblegum taste. So Super taste of bubblegum, this one. Super Bubblegum Viagra non-Fanta. Because it's a Thai brand. So Super Bubblegum Viagra non-Fanta. It tastes pretty good. MEPM. Been to Pattaya many times, but never to Phuket. Do you think it's worth me checking out? So yeah, definitely. It's always worth checking out new places. If you're into clubbing, like discos, nightclubs, and that lot, there's some spectacularly good ones on Bangla Road, and obviously the beach. I know they've done out Pattaya Beach, so it's pretty good to sit and sunbathe on now. Quite similar to Patong Beach, but Patong you can swim. You can swim in the sea. So yeah, it's always good to check out different places. Summer Bridges, where is the party again? It is this coming Wednesday, February the 5th, at the Hacienda Bar on Soi Chaiyapoon in Pattaya. So there you go. Starts at 8 o'clock. I will be there probably shortly after 8, and we'll be drinking and whatnot probably till, I would guess, midnight, and then probably a load of us will possibly end up in LK Metro and maybe end up upstairs in Kink. Who knows? That's a possibility. Thai Kitchen, just up the Hideaway Bar, is a great little cheap Thai food place. Thank you, Gareth Gascoigne, for the tip. I will check that out. Cabbage says you have to consider what you like and when you're visiting. Some movies like Ibiza, Koh Chang is like Seychelles, Pattaya is like Amsterdam and Sun. Yeah, good. I kind of like that. I've never been to the Seychelles, but I have been to Koh Chang, so I might have to check. I loved Koh Chang. Koh Chang was great, big enough to explore. But I actually preferred Koh Chang to Koh Samet. Samet's nearer, it's less of a ball ache to get to, but there really isn't a great deal to do at all on Koh Samet. There is a lot more to do on Koh Lanta, but you kind of got to know where you're going. In Koh Lanta, it seems to be one bar is busy on one certain night, and then and I'm being cut off again. Haircut looks good, man. Thank you. Had it cut just before I came out here. Atif Fula did 2 nights Bangkok, Hanoi 2 nights, 3 to Bangkok, and then night train to Suratani. Then ferry to Samui 5 nights, and then ferry to Koh Tao scuba diving 3 nights, Chiang Mai 4 nights. Okay, that sounds like one hell of an itinerary. I must actually give Chiang Mai a second chance, but I did stay for 5 nights, I think, 4 or 5 in the old city, and I just couldn't get on with it. It was really, really, really backpackery, and there was no escape from it. No escape from the backpackers at all. In the old city, whereas Niman Hemin, it seemed a little bit more real. It was more like Thai students or more young professionals. So I much preferred that than the vibe of the old city. It just seemed to be a few bars, and then everybody would just go to Zoe in Yellow, and yeah, maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm doing myself doing the place a disservice, but I'm definitely too old for old city Chiang Mai. Oh, Commando's retracting his messages. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting behind. I always get behind when I do these long streams. Stephen Keyworth, Hua Hin and Pattaya 3 nights. Bangkok and Chiang Mai for 3 weeks holiday. Bangkok a must. I think Bangkok is a must, especially if it's if you've never been to Thailand before. You've definitely got to check out Bangkok. I could have skipped it this time because I did the October trip and I did do Bangkok, but no, I'm having my last 2 nights in the capital, so we'll see what's what with that. I like Bangkok, but I don't like staying more than 2 or 3 nights there. I'm kind of like eager to move on. Julie Timms, hi bestie, hi Julie. Visiting for a month, would you recommend taking cash and exchanging as needed, or traveller's checks? I take cash. I will have a credit card or debit card, some form of card for emergencies. But I always take cash. I mean, certainly every hotel I stay in, every hotel on this trip has got a safety deposit box. Sorry, it's got a in-room safe rather. And yeah, take cash and just change over. Hello again. Yeah, £1,000 or so, and then I'll suck it and see. And then if that runs out, then I'll go and change some more. But yeah, cash for me. It's the way I do it. Some people prefer taking money out as they go via the ATMs, which is fine, but make sure your bank doesn't charge you for that, because a lot of the ATMs will anyway. So if you've got one outside of a 7-Eleven, if it's not a bank affiliated one, much in the UK, you'll get a charge for that, and you might get a crap rate. I find it easier to use cash. Traveller's checks. God, I'm 45. I don't think I've ever used traveller's checks ever. I don't think I know where to start. Be careful swimming in the sea in Patong. Riptide's very strong. I've seen 4 people die there. 3 Chinese and 1 Russian. Well, I normally paddle out. I'll bear that in mind. But I think my swimming in Patong is done now, because Pattaya tomorrow. I've not been to Koh Tao, Ed Jones. No, missing out. Gorgeous place. Got my PADI qualifications as an instructor from Scarborough, Yorkshire. Yorkshire. No, I've not been to Koh Tao. I think I'm saving it until on one of my trips. Maybe my next one. I'll do that edge. So obviously you've got Krabi on one side, and then you've got like Samui and Koh Tao, Koh Phangan, and a few others on all grouped together there. So on one of my trips, so this trip obviously I've done Krabi for the first time, and I've done Koh Lanta on a following trip. We'll do Koh Tao. I believe it's known as Death Island. Don't people die on Koh Tao? If any, like whenever a backpacker goes missing, that always seems to be Koh Tao. And I'd love to learn to scuba. I've never done that ever, so that's one thing I can hopefully stick on the bucket list, and then knock it off. I've also, by the way, in my life, never been ice skating, so maybe I'll do that in Pattaya and vlog that. Big fat bestie goes ice skating for the first time and falls on his arse. Is Koh Chang as luxurious as St Lucia? I can't answer that. I've never been to St Lucia. I've been to Bali. Bali's all right. It's meh, really. It's kind of like the Australian Kavos. It's kind of like the closest place to for Aussies to go, which is not Australia or New Zealand. And I had an all right time in Bali. I was with my girlfriend though at the time, who was phenomenally pretty and me off. Stop cutting me off. Commander 69, how long am I staying for this time? Stick with me, by the way, if it does cut off. It doesn't seem to cut off for very long. How long am I staying? Sorry, February the 19th I leave, so I've got, well, February 1st, 18 more nights to go. What's Kink? A bar? No, Kink isn't a go-go on LK Metro, and the upstairs of it is quite special. I will say no more about that, but it's pretty good. Coattails run by the Mafia, I won't give them my money. Okay. Kink is a go-go, thank you, Simon. Cabia wasn't a fan of Chiang Mai either. Elephant pants, scruffs and pigeons everywhere. Yeah, exactly. The lady drinks for 160 baht last year. That's a lot. Anyone know if Natari has opened up again? I don't know what that is. Paul Walters no longer a fan of Bangkok. More trouble than it's worth half the time. It's a ball ache to get around though, isn't it? I mean, it's fair. I mean, I'm staying Soi 4 this time because it's close to Nana Plaza, because I don't like Soi Cowboy. I might check out Pat Hong this time because I haven't checked that out. But if you're staying on Sukhumvit and you want to go to, for example, the Khao San Road, if you want to backpack it up to your heart's content, it takes a long. Even if you're in a tuk-tuk, if you're in a taxi, it takes forever. But even if you're in a tuk-tuk, it takes a while with all the traffic and the traffic lights and that lot. It is a ball ache sometimes, Bangkok. Frank Travels, in-room safes or not safe? Well, where else would you suggest you put your cash, Frank Travels? Carry it around with me at all to sleep with it? I'm not taking £1,000 worth of bat out with me if I'm going to go to the beach. Zin Gem Beer Bar Complex in Patong, head along Beach Road against the flow of the traffic. Okay. Reach small roundabout at the end, turn left and it's right there. Thank you, The Stainless. And Spa Finding Kink. I could do a vlog at Nong Nooch with a hot chick. I could do, Randall. What I'm planning to do out that way is I'm planning to vlog the vineyard this time. I just fancy, I like wine. I'm not sure what Thai wine's like, but I will give the vineyard a go. Depending on how many of us there are, we might like hire a taxi for the day and go out there and go to the Laser Buddha, maybe the Swiss Sheep Farm. But I definitely fancy the vineyard. There's quite a lot to do out there. Got cut off again. I stayed in White Patong Hotel last year. I'm not far from White Patong Hotel. I'm staying in the Gig Hotel on Sansabai. So it's directly behind the Hemingway, if you're looking to try and picture whereabouts it is. So it's directly behind the Hemingway Hotel, very close to the White Hotel, which I think is on Sansabai rather, as well. Paul Wild, when we're back in Pattaya? Tomorrow, Paul. Tomorrow. Have to use the room safe to be covered by travel insurance. Yeah, which I do have. Naturi was the best specialist bar in the world till it closed. Richard, I stick with Pattaya Koh Chang. I'm happy. Did I get my PayPal? I've not checked my PayPal, Steve the Butcher. Whilst I've been on stream, thank you very much if you PayPal me. Thank you for all your donations. Just to let you know, don't want to go on the eBay thing, but if you do use the PayPal link, then I get about 96 point something percent of that donation. Whereas if you use the super chat, then Google take 30%. So just as long as you know that. And also, by the way, before we give you on the room talks, I've caught up with the comments, I think. Thank you for everybody. If you're friends with me on Facebook, obviously you'll probably know on this channel that my mum has Alzheimer's. She's getting towards the late stages of it, and it's really, really hard. So I did a birthday fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Society. I was aiming to raise 150 quid, and it's raised £188, and all of that money, they don't take any money off that one, so all of that will be going to the Alzheimer's Society. Thank you so much if you did donate to that, and a massive thank you to Bestie's Bestie for his 20 quid, and a couple of other people donated 20 quid, and Simon Clare, a mate of mine who used to DJ with me in Cavos, he donated £100 for that, so thank you. That's just absolutely awesome. Christmas flights have gone through the roof. Any idea why, BFB? Yeah, Dave, they always do. It's nothing new. Generally, flights remain about the same price year-round to Thailand. They inexplicably go up in school holidays in the UK, which I think is a bit unfair because it's still low season. Cut off. Certainly the 20th of anywhere around the 18th of December onwards, and let's say you're flying back anywhere up to the 10th of January. Yeah, you're knackered when it comes to flights. They will go up at least double. So you'll be lucky to find a return flight around Christmas time for like 800 quid. There might be more than a grand. So it's just one of those things. They go up a lot around Christmas time. It is high, super high season. Ooh, where are we going? Hi from Papalong Brother. Hi, Joseph. Robin says, yeah, it's that soy. White Patong is just over the street from the Yorkshire. Yes, it is. I thought I saw it today. Yeah, Stainless, absolutely right. Christmas flights are always expensive, really expensive. Nigel Oldham Gray, hope you're behaving yourself. Of course. I will have fun. I fly on Christmas Day, says Martin. Always £200 cheaper. Just to let you know, my flights, by the way, which I flew direct on EVA from Heathrow. And again, it's technically high season out here. I flew out January the 22nd, I think? Yeah, 22nd, flying back February the 19th. It was £459, £459 British pounds return. And that's the direct flight, no messing around in Doha or Dubai or all that lot. Do I book my accommodation in advance? Yes, I do. Sometimes it pays off to do that because of a peace of mind more than anything else. You know where you're at, and sometimes again in Pattaya when I'm moving around hotels a lot, I've got a couple which are walkable, which is quite handy. So I won't have to get a taxi or anything like that. Although my mate and fellow vlogger J Marvel 2.0, he was on the last stream. He's booked his accommodation kind of as he goes, and he's just booked in, or I think he's booked into the Amber. And when I booked the Amber a bit ago, I booked a lot of mine on Black Friday. I got a cracking deal for the Barracuda in Pattaya. I've got that for, I think it was under £60, including breakfast. And the Barracuda's a nice hotel. So yeah, but so I booked the Amber, and I decided to go for a pool view room, which is the slightly higher grade than the last one I stayed in. But the basic rooms at that time were about 30. Reconnecting. In fact, now might be a good time to book certain hotels because I'll have cancellations from Chinese tour groups. Remember the P Plus hotel which I reviewed ages ago, and it had all those Chinese buses? Well, they've all been cancelled. The individual Chinese tourists can still come, but all the Chinese tour groups going to Pattaya have been cancelled. So if you've got a hotel which you're thinking, oh, that's a really nice hotel, but it's full of Chinese tour groups, now might be the time to see if you can get a really, really good rate on one of those. I noticed the Amber does have the odd Chinese tour groups, and maybe that's why their prices have come down. So if you're staying and looking to book a hotel, soon, do check them out, and check out maybe some hotels that you wouldn't normally check out because there will be less Chinese tour groups. Cabrio get flights 500 and less, but you need to go for the 3 weeks, 17th to the 11th types of dates. Yeah. Simon, have I been to Koh Samet? Yes, I have. It was nice. It was good. It's not very far. It's like less than 2 hours on the minivan to Pattaya, but from Pattaya. Bear in mind that no transport goes across, so no motorised vehicles go across to Samet on the ferries. They're just little fishy boat things. So if you're booking accommodation on Koh Samet, bear in mind that you will have to get there via a bat bus or something like that. They're not expensive at all. I love Koh Samet. Daytime, the beach is beautiful. The food's really, really good. There's some great seafood restaurants on the beach, but beware, there is sod all to do at night. Nothing. So if you're thinking of going out to try and find company, forget about it. There's 2 small bars. One is called either the Old or the New Amsterdam Bar, I can't remember, and there's one called, I think, the Florida Bar. They're right next door to each other, literally right next door to each other, and that's it. That is it. There's nothing in terms of nightlife on Samet. So if you want it chilled out, you want to have a really chilled out few days, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it's not too far from Bangkok or Pattaya. There's a lot more to do on Koh Chang. Koh Chang's a lot bigger. It's tiny. Koh Samet, you can do the whole. Much more to do on Koh Chang, certainly at night time, and more to explore, like waterfalls and all that kind of stuff. But it's more of a ball ache to get to Koh Chang. It took me about 6 hours door to door, and that's a long old drive in a minivan. You can fly Emirates from Stansted now. Excellent. I'll tell you what else you can do. I believe you can fly Singapore Airlines from, I think it might be Birmingham and somewhere else, direct to Phuket. I'll need to check on that. I could be giving duff information. But obviously Singapore is further on than Bangkok, so I presume if it's Singapore Airlines, it will go direct. Let me try and check on that. But do look into that. If you want to fly direct here to Phuket on a really good airline, then do check that you might be able to fly from various regional airports direct, because obviously with Thai, BA and EVA, you can only fly direct from Heathrow. That's the only airport from the UK you can fly direct to Svanabhumi. But if you want to fly into Phuket, I think TUI fly direct, but I think Singapore have started flying direct as well. Oh, Ed Jones, how far in advance did I book it? Oh, when I get back from Greece, I would have booked my flight probably this flight October, I would think, guessing late October, early November, perhaps something like that. Yeah. Is it better flying direct? BFB says Jim. I prefer flying direct. Yeah, I like to, and it was great this time. I watched the film. I watched It, Part Two. I did manage to fall asleep, and before I knew it, if the 11.5 hour flight felt like the same amount of time as, let's say, an Emirates flight to Dubai this time. I know it's a lot longer, but the beauty of it is you don't have to get off the plane. Okay, you don't get to stretch your legs, and if you're a smoker, you don't get to have a cigarette. But the ball ache of flying direct is particularly when you're flying home, when you fly to Dubai, you get off the plane. It's a fairly long flight, from it's about 5:45 to Dubai on the way back, and then it's 7 hours after that. So you've got to change planes, and then you've got another 7 hour flight, which is horrible. So no, I much prefer balls. Let's say the direct flight is 500 quid. The indirect flight on a really good airline like Emirates or Qatar or whatnot would have to be £400 return. So I put a premium of £100 on flying direct. I much prefer to fly direct. Do I have a girl in mind for my birthday date? Yeah, Margot Robbie would be lovely, or Emma Stone. If either of them are in Thailand and watching the stream, hook me up. Amber was down to £24 before tax yesterday. Yeah, you went on the tax of that, which is generally about 20%, so you can add a fiver onto that ish, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you can get it at that price, Simon, it is worth that all day long. All day long. I really like the Amber, and especially if there's less Chinese folk running around at the minute. So it's a deal and a half. I mean, I got it at low season, and it was just under £1,000 including taxes. That was with booking. Presume that if it's before tax, so I'm going to presume that's on a Goda. But yeah, on Booking.com I got it for just under £1,000 a night, and it was just mind-blowingly good value. Brilliant. Best the Barbican in York. You have done boxing there. I have done boxing there and MMA. The hotel next to that had 2 cases of coronavirus. Yeah, I saw that in the news. They're being treated in Newcastle RVI. Differing reports whether I think they were Chinese tourists staying in York, although one report said that it's English people. I don't think that's the case. I think it's Chinese tourists staying in York. So yeah, they're up in Newcastle at the RVI are being treated. Matt Frost, British Airways, avoid like the plague. I agree with you, I'm not a big fan of BA. Although, if you're going transatlantic, I would probably put them second. I do prefer the UK airlines to the American ones. So I would go Virgin first, probably, then BA, and then the likes of, Delta, United, American, etc., etc. Emirates excellent if you don't mind the layover. Yeah, I had a really good. My October trip was with Emirates. It was great. All the flights were really good. Trip before I didn't enjoy that, but last time really good. Emirates really good. Thai Airways currently the best in my opinion for combining price and experience and timings. Okay. My favourite is EVA, but they're much of a muchness. I mean, Emirates, EVA, Thai, they're all Skytrax top 10 in the world. Airlines. I think Thai's 10. I think EVA is 6th or 5th, and then one above that, better than that, is Emirates. We're either 4th or 5th. Top 2 seem to be Qatar and Singapore, but whether they paid for that, who knows. It's been said that hotels, the Chinese are closing for a month or so, says Steve. I'm not sure about the hotels. It might be. I know that some of the tour companies are definitely closing down. So. The boost cruises, the boat trips and whatnot, but it would absolutely make sense, yeah, that the hotels, if they generally cater for the Chinese market, Chinese tour buses, then may as well shut. There's no point in opening a hotel and fully staffing it for nobody. So yeah, it What's my tactic for politely declining the company of a lady in a bar that awkwardly joins you when you're not interested? Yeah, so it's a tough one, that is. Generally, they'll ask for a drink, and then you just go, may I cap, or no, I don't want to buy you a drink, or I'm talking to my friend, it's a good one, or I've just got here, I just want to chill with my beer. Just say no, thank you. Obviously, they're going to be used to that. I wouldn't suggest telling them to fuck off, but just politely decline. We're over an hour now, and I've got to get myself washed and changed. I can probably do another. Oh, and light summer at night. Really? Where did you? Oh, yeah. There we go. Island Bar next door to Old Amsterdam. Yeah, that's it. But that's it, though, isn't it? That's it. Those are the two bars, and they're small bars. I like the One-Eyed Cat, which is in the Amsterdam bar a lot. Oh, Naga Disco. I didn't discover that, Ant. I missed out completely on that. Okay. You learned something new. Paul Walters, have I ever been to Penang? I have not. I have not been to Malaysia at all. To watch the football later. Well, enjoy the drunken ducks. I noticed me touching my face regularly, trying to avoid doing that virus risk in Chiang Mai. Well, I've just come out of the shower. I just had a pool day up there. I'm touching my face because I've lost one of my... this way. And up. So that one's here. But I've lost one of my plasticky things. And my glasses are digging into my nose. And also, my stubble is a bit itchy. Peter's Guilty Pleasure lives underneath Tiffany's in Pattaya. Still think it's a straight place for a shooting range. Okay. And there's plenty of shooting ranges here. There's one on my street here, and there's a shooting range just outside Soy Sea Dragon, which is the Go-Go Soy on the Bangla Road. So shooting ranges are the thing to do. Deadbolt, when you check the clock to see how long, and it shows 9 hours 46 minutes. Yeah, that's on the direct flights. It's good. I mean, I had about four. There's about 4 films on the flight that I wanted to watch, and I only got through one. That's probably because it was nearly 3 hours long. It's 2, so I've got the rest of them to watch on the way back. Or whether it will or not, the way back I find it's easier to sleep because you're not excited anymore. You're just pissed off that you're going home. So I do find it easy to sleep on that. Yo, BFB says Shay. Hi, Shay. Paul, the last time flew outbound on long haul flight, had a uni assignment to finish. Got it submitted 25 minutes for the deadline via the aircraft Wi-Fi. Brilliant. I like your style. That's very good. I mean, what I could do on my way back. I mean, I could just use it to edit. I could use it to edit vlogs. But when I'm editing, I really need to concentrate. If I could plug in the noise cancelling headphones, might give that a go. Pass the time. Ed Jones is a big Margot Robbie fan as well. Me too. Love her. It's crazy the number of direct flights still landing in bangers. Tourism Minister's comments about saying the Chinese was bizarre. I didn't see that, Dave. American Airlines sucks. It's big time China. Yeah, so it's just a lack of free booze, isn't it? I mean, even on British Airways, who I think it's a disgrace. They do a long. That's not a full service airline to me, anyway. But I enjoy a glass of wine with my meal, and I enjoy a Bacardi or two. I don't like getting pissed on a flight because that wipe me out for 3 days. But I think the US airlines generally, as far as I'm aware, make you pay if you're in economy for your for a beer and stuff like that. And I just think that's nickel and diming too far. Oh yeah, and the cabin crew are all really old normally. I think that's a union thing. Singapore Airlines to Phuket. Okay, flying with them this time. Oh right, okay. Thanks for the info. Oh, that's a bit of a shame because if it was direct to Phuket, then that would have been amazing. So if you're going to Changi, then that's going to extend the length of the first fly out, isn't it? You're pretty much flying over Thailand and then flying back again. Looking to see you too, Simon, in the Hacienda. Anybody who's coming out. And also, if you're not here and you just miss the Big Fat Birthday Bash, then I plan on probably about a week after that, so about the 12th of February or thereabouts. I plan on having just a low-key meet-up at Muse Bar. You remember Pussy Bar in New Plaza, where I had the birthday bashes before. Well, I feel bad for not having a birthday bash there this time, so I'm gonna have just a meet-up night so we can like have a beer and a chat. So we'll like commandeer. It's normally pretty quiet in there anyway, so we'll commandeer a couple of the long tables, and then we'll just like get to know each other. Just have that you guys are all subscribers in common, and then we can well move on from there. Probably to a go-go in LK Metro. Thank you, Randall, again. Any advice on selecting a friend in a go-go? Yeah, pick the one you get on with best. It could be the one that you fancy the most. It could be the one who comes over and you have a rapport with. There might be a really good laugh. It's again up to you. That's that. But bear in mind, even in Pattaya, there won't necessarily be 2,000 baht like there are in Susie Wong's. But bear in mind that they go-go bar fines are not cheap. Far from it. There are far cheaper options. Beer bar. Streetwalker is an option, not necessarily a great one. I see. Right, we keep getting cut off again, so I'm going to give this one a 5-minute warning, and then I'll briefly show you around the room, and then I'll going to get ready to go out. That's painful. Glad it is. It's just reading glasses, they're not prescription, and I've got another set, but the other set, they're not as good as these ones. These are kind of like perfect for reading in, but obviously they've lost that. They're only £8 anyway, so. Stephen Foster, looks like I've lost weight. I really haven't. I have not lost weight. I've been eating like a trooper since being out here, and my bestie's bestie, we've both been getting up quite late on Lanta, and we did get with the complimentary breakfast once with the hotel, but we missed it twice, and then we went up and got some food, and yeah, we were picking out. We had 2 Thai meals, because Thai meals aren't particularly big, so we were eating 2 meals at a time. So I have not lost weight. It's just that the beard is a bit slimming, and there you see, if I do that, that's good. But if I do that, it's all about the camera angle, you see. Randall takes 3 Ambien, 4 beers, and puts in earplugs and sleeps for 8 hours. Yeah, I don't take 3 Ambien, but I do have the noise-cancelling headphones, which are really important. Etihad, the cheapest airline now, only 1 meal in 7 hours, charge you for a pot noodle as a second meal. Wow. Time drinks, try to find everybody, yep. And Randall misses airport a go-go. Love the uniforms. What's a good Thai meal to have for breakfast? I used to have Thai in the evening. Yeah, and I'm kind of the same. I've had a couple of the buffet breakfasts, and again, they've got the chicken sausage, and it's not great. And I tried to stick some of the like the Thai stir fry things, excuse me, the noodle dishes on there. I can't get on with it for breakfast. Absolutely delicious at night time. Love Thai food, but breakfast, it's a bit too spicy on the palate. Big up Stu D. Right, okay guys, we'll almost call it a day on that one, but I just want to quickly show you the hotel room. So remember, fucking hell, excuse me. So we'll start this wraparound. See, this is what happens whenever I move the thing, it disconnects. But yeah, so I've got patio doors here, which I've got locked at the moment. Hills. Stick to me, Retox or Cheap Charlie's for full English then. I heard some news on Retox actually today. I'm not going to repeat it yet, but I've heard something about Retox Game On. Bestie, in your opinion, what do you reckon Thailand fears most? The spread of coronavirus or the return of Sharon? I don't know. I couldn't possibly answer that. That balcony's the rail is tight. Yeah, you could easily, be a member of the Phuket Flying Club here. Yeah, it is quite low. That's my arm here. Yeah, it is. You're right. Hard to beat Retox Brekkie. Yeah, Retox Brekkie is very, very good. Although the one I had today at the Yorkshire was absolutely fantastic. Right, the room. We have a TV. Again, so I could just sit in bed and watch that. The bed is huge, absolutely huge, massive. Oh, and by the way, Nick's is better. Is that Nicky's? You think Nicky's, the one on Soy Bacau? They do really good food there as well. Loads of windows. And by the way, a couple of people, which I did delete on the stream 2 streams ago, I wore this hat. And people thought it was a Donald Trump MAGA hat. It most certainly is not. It's a Alfa Romeo Sauber Formula 1 team. Because I love my Sauber. So there you go. So that's what the hat was all about. Let's go back. There we go. So yeah, definitely not a MAGA hat. It's a Sauber motor racing hat. Make Peter Sauber great again. You could get 4 spinners in this room. So you've got a bit of tasteful artwork on the wall. You've got your aircon, telephone. Not really a lot remarkable about this room. It's quite good. There's your roof safe, which is big enough for a laptop. You've got your clothes rails. I'll do a full review on this. Oh, by the way, this is the reusable bags. The 7-Eleven and Family Mart's plastic bag ban is fully in effect at the moment. You've got a little buffet there, window, fridge, loads of water, which I've not drank yet. Schweppes Manaus. Tea and coffee making facilities. We got the toilet there, towels, big mirror, big bathroom, and finally your shower, which has the customary rain head shower, and of course, you know it, the most important thing of all, the arse wand. I think that's enough, don't you? An hour and a quarter, I reckon. Thank you so much for everybody who's I do appreciate your donations. You don't have to, of course. I don't like to bang on about it, but it does help to fund the trips, which is good. Hello, morning all, morning Luxus. You've missed the stream, you can catch it on replay. Lawrence Stroll bought into Aston Martin Racing Point. We've got Aston Martin team from 2010. If he's got a TARDIS, he can take part in the 2010 championships. I think you probably mean 2021. Reusable condoms, yeah. Yeah, typical Forza. It is. It's good. It's got a nice rooftop pool. It's 50 quid. It's a bit on the steep side, but Patong Beach is. So it's about what I expected. I'm certainly not disappointed in it. Okay, see you, Nathan. Take care, Luxus. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the stream. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up if you can. And I will see you next time from Pattaya itself. What will we get up to? We will find out. Say it with me on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Vlog off.